Hey everybody, good afternoon. My name is Bill Lees. I'm with William Lees Waterproofing Consultants LLC, and we're bringing you another video today to discuss the SB326 balcony inspection law that affects condominiums. And today's discussion is regarding the fact that the balcony bill does not protect HOAs from unsavory contractors that are out there in the industry right now who are acting as balcony inspection firms. And what they're doing is they're setting the bait out that they can perform balcony inspections, that they have an engineer or an architect who will sign the report that they write, and then they can handle any repairs that may need to be made. And what we're seeing in the industry right now is that these companies are out there doing these inspections and using the reports that they are writing to strong arm HOAs into doing repairs that are generally defined as non-emergency repairs. And they are defining them as emergency repairs to twist the arm of the HOA to immediately start making repairs. One of the problems that we see with this is that the HOA has the ability to make, at their own discretion, determine how to approach non-emergency repairs and make them at their own leisure. Emergency repairs, which are defined as something that affects life safety, is different in that the HOA needs to act very quickly in making the repairs to the exterior elevated element that is damaged. So now what we're seeing is that because HOAs in the balcony bill are not protected from inspection companies offering to perform work, there are several things that are going on. One is that they are out there limiting competition to the free market. You have the right and probably the requirement in your CC&Rs or bylaws that you will need to receive 3 bids if the scope of the work is going to exceed a certain dollar amount. Best practices would dictate anyways that you want to receive 3 bids to make repairs based on a written scope of work. So what is happening is that these inspection companies are using their reports to twist the arms of boards of directors, scaring them into doing repairs that are not defined as emergency repairs, and telling them that if they don't do these repairs immediately, that they're going to have to be reported to the municipality and that there will be fines and penalties. This is not necessarily true. If a board of directors has emergency repair and does not make repairs within a certain time frame as defined by the balcony bill, there could be penalties. However, we are not aware of any penalties being assessed to boards of directors. But we've received several emails from concerned HOA boards of directors regarding these matters. One email that came to me a short while ago told me about a company that did the inspection. It was described as a bunch of young people that were on the balconies, and when the client asked about where the architect or engineer was, some time later, the architect showed up and inspected their balcony and told them that they would be signing the report that this company was going to write for them. We've seen other cases where reports are being written by the balcony inspection company / contractor and is being endorsed by an architect. So Interestingly enough, in if you are buying a house and you have your home inspected, or the home that you are looking at buying inspected, and the inspector finds problems with the house, the law forbids a home inspector from bidding on any repairs. And this is under California real estate inspection law. And it states in this under 7197 that it is an unfair business practice for a home inspector, comma, a company that employs the inspector, or a company that is controlled by a company that also has a financial interest in a company employing a home inspector, to do any of the following. 1, to perform or offer to perform for an additional fee any repairs to a structure on which the inspector or the inspector's company has prepared a home inspection report in the past 12 months. There are several other items in that are covered there, but the biggest thing is that the law strictly prohibits an inspector from offering to make any repairs. SB326 and SB721, both of those do not have any language like that, and so they leave the door wide open to companies that are unethical to come in, offer to perform an inspection, and use that report to basically write themselves a blank check out of your reserve account. And interestingly, even more interesting is in some of our research of some of these companies, we've discovered that these contractors, and that's what they are, as a contractor, they have complaint disclosures on their license. Here's one here from a major company that does balcony inspections and HOA contracting all over the state of California, and at the bottom of their license you can see that it says complaint disclosure. This company actually has 5 different licenses, and on 3 of their licenses they have complaint disclosures. That's because the same owner is connected to these 3 divisions of this company. In the meantime, there are 2 other companies that share the same name, and they do not have a complaint disclosure because the owner on that company is not listed on this license. However, they all have the same address down on Langley Avenue in Irvine, California, all connected to one another, and yet what we've seen in their inspection reports that we have been given is that there is no license number listed on the report. In contracts that we've seen no license number listed on it, and it leaves a question of who are you actually contracting with. The other question, obviously, is if you have a contractor that's got complaint disclosures on their license, is that a company that you really want to have on your job? For example, this company in Irvine, their complaint disclosure stated that they exceeded the contract amount. I'm sorry, they did not. They had contracted with a non-licensee, they departed from trade standards, and they exceeded the contract amount. Another company that does balcony inspections in Los Angeles and Orange County also has a complaint disclosure against them. They have a inspection company that they operate, and in tandem with the construction company they own, use that to twist HOAs out of money. This particular company's number of violations where it took more than $1,000 deposit, which is the only maximum allowed by law, failed to complete work, failed to obtain a permit, and also willfully departed from accepted trade practices. These are companies that are out there in the HOA industry that are performing work and offering to perform balcony inspections, and we're finding that it's becoming more and more of a problem. So we wanted to take the time to warn you about this, bring it to your attention, and if you go to our website at SB326deckinspectors.com, you can download a copy of our no conflicts of interest guarantee. When you contract with us, we give you a written guarantee that we have no conflicts of interest whatsoever. We do not contract for work. When we do an inspection, it is actually our structural engineer that is doing the inspection. We write a supplemental waterproofing report that is appended to his sealed and signed report. We are not actually writing the structural report or reporting on the structural items. And we think this is very important in that the engineer is the person who is the only one that can determine whether the structural items are okay or not. We as waterproofing experts determine whether the waterproofing elements are performing as intended, or if there appears to be water or water vapor intruding in past the waterproofing elements. So we wanted to bring this to your attention, let you know about it. Drop a comment down below on our video. Let us know if you have any questions. If you would like a free estimate and a no-nonsense guarantee that we have no conflicts of interest, give us a call at 805-801-2380, and we'll be happy to answer all your questions, give you a great SB326 inspection report, and help you in getting your balcony inspection requirements met before the January 1st deadline. Thanks very much. We appreciate you listening, and we hope to hear from you soon.